Welcome to the new chapter, that is fifth chapter, theoretical distribution. Students, before going to start a new chapter, that is theoretical distribution, let us see the marks distribution of this chapter. Students, in this chapter 1 marks 2 questions will occur in section A, and 2 marks 2 questions will occur in section B, means 2 2s are 4. And 5 marks, students, 5 marks 3 questions will occur section C, 5 3s are 15. And 10 marks only. See here, students, for 10 marks here in part D, you know already we have 4 questions for 10 marks, but one question you will get sub question A and B. So from theoretical distribution you will get only one question, means it's a 5 marks question, right? Sub question we have 2 questions. One 5 marks question is from theoretical distribution. B part, another 5 marks question is from statistical inference. So that's why 10 marks into 0.5 is 5 questions total. So on this chapter, how many marks you are getting? Total 26 marks you are getting on theoretical distributions. Totally you are getting 26 marks. So this is the marks distribution of theoretical distribution. So students, let us start the chapter. See here, students, recap. So in first year you already studied random variable. Okay, so what is random variable? A random variable is a function which assigns a real number to each and every outcome of the sample space. So random variable is denoted by always capital X. You already studied in your first year. A discrete random variable has a probability mass function. In short, it is denoted as PMF and is denoted by P of X is equal to capital P of X is equal to X. A continuous random variable has a probability density function, means in short it is PDF, and is denoted by F of X. Probability distribution of a discrete random variable is known as discrete probability distribution, and students, probability distribution of a continuous random variable is known as continuous probability distributions. Okay, so introduction. See students, frequency distributions are classified as 2 types. One is observed frequency distributions and theoretical frequency distributions. Theoretical frequency distributions are also called as, students, expected frequency distributions. Okay, so frequency distributions are classified as observed frequency distributions and theoretical frequency distributions. Okay, observed frequency distributions are based on observation and experimentation. Theoretical distributions are deduced mathematically on the basis of previous experience or theoretical considerations. Okay, students, theoretical distributions are deduced mathematically on the basis of previous experience or theoretical considerations. Theoretical distributions are originated according to certain theoretical assumptions and restrictions. Okay, students, with this introduction, so the following are some of the probability distributions which we need to study. Okay, students, probability distributions are classified as discrete probability distributions and continuous probability distributions. Okay, so let us see the discrete probability distributions. So first one is Bernoulli distribution, second one binomial distribution, third one Poisson distributions, fourth one hypergeometric distribution, and in continuous probability distributions, fifth one normal distribution, sixth one chi-square distribution, and seventh one students t distribution. Okay, students, how many distributions we have total? So on this chapter we are going to study total 7 distributions. So in that, how many discrete probability distributions we have? Total we have, students, total we have 4 discrete probability distributions: Bernoulli distribution, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, hypergeometric distribution, and continuous probability distributions. Fifth one is continuous probability distribution, that is normal distribution, chi-square distribution, and students t distribution. Okay, students, throughout this chapter we are going to study total 7 distributions. That 4 discrete distributions are there and 3 continuous probability distributions. So let us start the first one, Bernoulli distribution. Okay, so definition: see, if x is a discrete random variable with probability mass function PMF, P of x is equal to p raised to x q raised to 1 minus x, where x takes the values 0 and 1, where p lies between 0 and 1, means your p value takes between 0 and 1. Here p is the parameter, where q is equal to 1 minus of p. So q can be written as, suppose if you find the value of q, formula of q is 1 minus of p. Then x is a Bernoulli variate. The distribution of x is called Bernoulli distribution. And students, there is a note here, p plus q is equal to 1. If you add p plus q is equal to 1. Okay, students, you have to remember, important thing is the PMF of Bernoulli distribution is p of x is equal to p raised to x q raised to 1 minus x, where x takes the values 0 and 1, where p values lies between 0 and 1, where q is equal to 1 minus of p. Okay, so examples of Bernoulli variate. So first example is number of heads obtained in the toss of a coin. For example, when tossing a coin, it may be head or tail, but example for Bernoulli variety is number of heads obtained in the toss of a coin. Second example, number of male children when a baby is born. Number of male children when a baby is born. Third example, number of bombs hitting the bridge when a bomb is dropped from the aeroplane. Okay, so Bernoulli distribution with parameter p can be written as follows. See students, in this table, Bernoulli distribution with parameter p can be written as follows: x, then p of x. Students, suppose x is equal to 0 in the PMF. See here, x is equal to 0. Substitute in the PMF x is equal to 0. P raised to 0, q raised to 1 minus of 0. P raised to 0 means anything raised to 0 is 1. Q raised to 1 minus 0 means q raised to 1. So q remains. So when x is 0 in the PMF, p of x is q. When x is 1, when x is equal to 1 in the PMF, see, p raised to x, x is 1, p raised to 1 is p. So x is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. Q raised to 0 is 1, because anything raised to 0 is 1. So p raised to 1 is p, p remains. So total it has to be 1. As you know, p plus q is always. So after adding this, it has to be 1. So p of x is 1. Okay, students, observe the table. When x is 0 in the PMF, p of x is q. When x is 1, p of x is p. So after this, so then what are the features of Bernoulli distribution? So students, these features can be asked for either 1 marks or 2 marks. It is very, very important. When you solving the examples based on Bernoulli distribution, you have to remember the PMF and these features. Okay, the first one is Bernoulli distribution has one constant, namely p, which is the parameter of Bernoulli distribution. In Bernoulli distribution, p is the parameter, it's constant. Second feature, so x is equal to 0, 1 is the range of Bernoulli distribution. The range of Bernoulli distribution is x takes the values 0 and 1. The third feature is For a Bernoulli distribution, PMF of Bernoulli distribution is P of x is equal to P raised to x Q raised to 1 minus x, where x takes the values 0 and 1. P lies between the value 0 and 1. Q can be written as 1 minus of P. Fourth feature, for a Bernoulli distribution, mean means E of x is equal to P. For a Bernoulli distribution, E of x mean is P. Variance can be written as variance of x is equal to PQ, and standard deviation is equal to root of PQ, because formula of standard deviation is root of variance of x. So variance of x is PQ. So standard deviation of Bernoulli distribution is root of PQ. Okay students, mean of Bernoulli is P and variance is PQ and standard deviation is root of PQ. The last feature is, students, mean is always greater than variance. Mean is greater than variance. You have to remember this. Mean is always greater than variance. So mean of Bernoulli is P, variance is PQ. So P is greater than PQ for a Bernoulli distribution. Questions? These are the important features of Bernoulli distribution. Questions? In the next class, I am going to solve examples and properties on Bernoulli distribution. Thank you, students.